And it's almost that time to get this party started. As we start news you can use, guess what? We are coming tonight with 5 tips to help you tap into your terrific health. It's time. Come on, let's go, y'all. Oh yeah, tonight is right and tight as we share 5 tips to help you tap into terrific health. That's right. You need to tap into your terrific health tonight on news you can use. Why? Because this is news that you can use with the remarkable, amazing, tantalizing, and spectacular news you can use crew, Dr. Lotus Richey and the wonderful co-host, the queen of the lymphatic bounce, the lymphologist, Hillary Good, with more news you can use. Let's go, y'all. Hey, come on. Let's tap into these 5 tips to help you into a terrific health. All right. I got my girl Hillary on the side.
All right. Here I am, everybody. Hey, Dr. Lolo, how you doing?
I am doing fantastic fine. So fine we can blow your mind tonight as we talk about 5 tips to help you tap into terrific health. And so as we always say, Hill, what should they be doing?
Listen, come on in with your notepads and pencils. These 5 tips, you want to jot them down. So make sure you're ready for that. Make sure you also come in, post in the comments a quick hello. Tell us where you're coming in from. And then tag someone else to come on in the room.
All right. Yeah. I love it. Tag and share. And make sure you tag someone that you care about. Tag your friends and tag your frenemies. Tell them to come on. It's time to come in and get more news that they can use. Because we're only going to be before you a few minutes tonight. Because Friday we had an explosive show. Oh my goodness. All the way from the UK. We had Shirley Powell here with us, and we had a fantastic show. And I was looking over at the other side, y'all, because you know I'm doing double duty. I got 2 monitors going. But anyway, we had a fantastic show, and we talked about business and health. And so it led me to thinking that we're going to start this show off kind of trickling back from what we talked about Friday. So many people say, why is great health important? You don't want just fair health, but if you got fair health, guess what? You have the opportunity to move to good health and then to great health. So why is great health important? I'm going to have the co-host tell y'all why it's important. Hill?
Well, good health or great health is normal.
Yes.
Most people don't think about that. God said in his word that he wants us to prosper and be in good health, even as our souls prosper. He made us healthy, for the most part. He made us healthy and to be healthy throughout our lifetime. So great health is very important for you, for your family, for the things that you want to do, you love to do in this life. You need good health to enjoy your life. To really enjoy your life.
I like that. And here's the thing that you're sharing. So folks, when you come in, go ahead, like, share, start a watch party, run and tell somebody, because here's the thing, something that you said, good health is normal. And I put some exclamation points behind there because a lot of people get so used to just having fair health. Like fair, I don't care if I have fair health, but we want people to understand that you can have good health. and move it to great
Yeah.
health. The only thing is from there, you just have to create it. I mean, it's really about what you're creating. So the question is, what do you want to create? Do you want to create good health, great health, what have you? If you want to do it, it's up to you. So let's get right into this. So we talked about having great health. We talked about why it's important, because it really boosts the quality of life. When you have great health, it gives your children who are looking on, or those who are modeling you, it gives them something to look forward to. And here's the thing, it gives them someone to come and ask the questions. And a lot of times you may know the question to a health answer. Why? Because you've experienced it. Okay. So the other thing we were talking about is, why is understanding health important? And so understanding health is really important because the lymphologist knows why.
I always tell people, you got the power.
Yes.
I believe you absolutely got the power to help your body help you. You have a responsibility to your body, your mind, and your spirit. Now, your body is made in such a way, it knows how to keep you healthy. Yep. But you make it hard for the body to keep you healthy when you consume unhealthy foods, when you don't drink enough water, when you burn the candle at both ends and you don't get enough sleep. Then it makes it hard for your body to keep you healthy. You know what it's doing at that point? It's just trying to keep you alive. It's just trying to keep you alive. And it works hard at it. And that also puts a strain on your mental capacity, because things begin to kind of break down just a little bit here, just a little bit there, and you find yourself having headaches, not feeling well. You don't want to go do things, and you got aches and pains that seem to appear out of nowhere, like they're traveling around the body. You have a responsibility to help your body help you to have good health, great health, vibrant health. Yes. That makes sense?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. And folks, here's a kicker. Not only do you have a responsibility to help yourself, you have a responsibility to help those that you are in charge of, your children. What about your parents? What about people that maybe your uncles, your aunties, people that you're taking care of now? What about those folks? So you have the responsibility. So the question becomes, are you living up to your responsibility, or are you shrugging it? Okay. Are you shrugging your responsibility? And if you're shrugging it, the question becomes, why? Why are you shrugging it? Okay. And so with that being said, we are going to have a surprise guest in the house tonight, because we are getting ready to get into these 5 tips. 5 tips. 5 tips. We're getting ready to get into these 5 tips right now. So with that being said, here goes. Let's give folks 30 seconds. We're going to give you 30 seconds to go ahead, like, share, start a watch party, and let us know where you are coming in from when you come in. So 30 seconds. Here goes. Come on, folks. We've got 23 seconds before we bring our surprise guest to put her in the hot seat tonight. She's coming in from Washington, D.C. She is. Can't tell you that. It's a surprise. Welcome our guest. All right. Hello.
Yes, hey. Glad to see you in the place tonight. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yes, we happy to see your face in the place. Angela LT, so happy to have you here tonight. She is the founder of Rugger Wellness, and she's here tonight because many of you know that she's a superstar, a rugby superstar, and she's the star with us tonight. So, hi, Angie. Welcome to the show. Happy to have you here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Doing great. Doing great. So, Angie, we're going to get right into these tips. And then we're going to get right on out of here. So, let's get to the first one. We talked about why it's important to have great health. And then we also talked about why is understanding health important, because we rolled this off of Friday, which was a phenomenal show. Now we want to tell you folks, go ahead and take notes, take notes. Here comes the first tip. The first tip is make movement a daily habit. So since you're here, we're going to put you in the hot seat. Why is it so important for people to make movement a daily habit? Angie?
Well, health is very important, right? So part of health is movement, exercise, and we've talked about that as well. And so making that a part of your daily routine is the easiest way. So making it a habit. We know that we are a creature of habits and that it does take time. So the easiest way to do so is try to do whatever you can on a daily basis. So easy way is if you have stairs, take the stairs instead of taking an elevator, for example. Right? I worked in an office that did have an elevator, but I was on the second floor. One of my coworkers, she would try to include movement every day while we were in the office. So every time she would take a bathroom break, we would go to we would take the stairs. So we were on the second floor. We actually would walk up to the fifth floor, go back down to the first floor, walk around our atrium, and then come back up to the second floor. So the more water you drink, the more times you have to use the restroom, and the more times we have to take the stairs. Or any break time when we had to use, let's say, the microwave if we wanted to heat up our hot drink.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes about maybe 2 minutes, depending on what you're heating up in the microwave, 2 or 3 minutes. So we take that 2-3 minute break, take the stairs, and we move. Another example is try to get as much steps as you can. So go for a walk during your break or during your lunch. Take that extra time to get those extra steps. Another thing too is when you're driving and you're parking somewhere to go to the store or to the mall or to the post office, try to park away from your destination, right? So you get extra steps in. And when it's summertime, it's hot, people want to come in close, but then if you think about it, whatever you're carrying in your hand can be weights. So you add that added resistance as well.
Awesome.
Great,
So
great answer.
What do you ladies do for extra movement on a daily basis?
Yeah, people are watching the Olympics now. And so listen, during the Olympics, in every break that they have to get up off of the couch, get up off of the floor, do some jumping jacks, do some twists, walk to the kitchen, walk back, do that a few times until, you find creative ways to move your body.
Absolutely.
What about you, Dr. Lolo?
Well, for me, as you guys know, I have a ball. So sometimes I get on the ball and I bounce. And I also have this in here. So sometimes I stand on it. And I also have a trampoline. So sometimes either in the studio or even in my kitchen, I'm jumping on the trampoline to make sure I'm getting movement. And I make sure that at a quarter to every hour, we get a reminder in our office to make sure that we move. We get up, we do some type of movement, we stretch or what have you. So, yeah, that's it. So take notes, folks, take notes. And don't forget, please share the broadcast, share the broadcast. So let's go into the second one. Hill?
Okay, tip 2, prioritize whole foods over supplements. What does that mean?
So whole foods versus supplements. So nowadays we know that many people will take supplements. Some people will take supplements. Now we know that supplements, that's what exactly it does. It's a supplement because you're not getting enough in the foods that you eat, right? We see that it varies per person on how the nutrients that they have to take. And oftentimes they may not be able to get enough nutrients with the foods that they eat. But we want to concentrate on trying to eat as much whole food as we can. I know that earlier we spoke with Hillary and she talked about soft foods, or drinking your foods. Hillary, do you want to expand on that?
Yeah, I was talking to a relative of mine, and he told me you should try not chewing. Take a few days and not chew. And I was like, okay. I had just been looking at some information on Pinterest again about pureeing food, because people sometimes when they're sick or they don't have the teeth to chew, they will puree their food for them.
Right.
So it's the same food, it's seasoned and everything. Put it in the you can put smoothies and stuff in a blender, but you can put in a food processor, real food, and puree it down, and they can, get it and pretty much swallow it and still get the nutrients. So that's
Yes.
something that made a lot of sense to me. What about you? Did that make sense to you, Dr. Lotus?
Well, yes, of course. As you know, I have smoothies several times a week. And oftentimes, especially entrepreneurs, a lot of us, we're on the go. And so a lot of us, we don't have time to sit down and have a meal. And then sometimes we'll get the meal brought to us, or we'll bring a meal. And then the meal ends up sitting on the side. So we're not really getting our nutrients in. And if we take vitamins or whatever, a lot of us aren't taking the vitamins when we're taking the food. Why? Because we're not even eating the food. And so sometimes it's as simple as taking some bok choy, some beets, some spinach, some kale, celery, bladderwrack, sea moss, and putting all these things, whatever you like, putting them together in a blender, mixing them up and drinking them. It goes down a lot smoother. You don't have to worry about chewing, because if you don't chew your food properly, a lot of people get acid reflux, indigestion. They have problems with the digestive system. Whereas the smoothies, you can also take your tinctures and squeeze your tinctures into the smoothie, and you can get your vitamins and your minerals. And I called off sea moss. Sea moss has 92 of the essential minerals that the body requires every day. And so I take a scoop full of that and put in my smoothie. I put it in my soups. I put it in whatever I'm eating. And so it's just an easy way to do it for those who have a very demanding life.
So for those that don't know what a tincture is, could you please elaborate on that?
Yes, if you give me 1 second, I'm gonna step away for a quick moment, and then I am going to come back and I will show you a tincture. Be right back. And then if you all want to go ahead and tackle the next question, I'm putting them in the hot seat. Avoiding unhealthy fats. I'll get the tinctures and be right back.
Thank you so much. Here, unhealthy fats, saturated and trans fats, fried foods and processed foods, high fat content. Sometimes there's a confusion among people who are not so much aware of foods between what's saturated and what's trans fats. Could you kind of elaborate on that?
Yeah. So basically, these are your fats that are coming, that are high saturated fats. Basically, these are your fatty fats, where it allows a lot of, I guess you can say, allow things that are processed and fast food to last, to stay longer, right? So we want to try to stay away from processed foods like snacks that are fried, and most snacks are fried. You also have your fast foods. You have those that are canned with fat in it. Anything with that are fatty meats are the things that you want to try to avoid as much as possible. We want to concentrate.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was just thinking about like packaged meats and hot dogs. Sometimes people don't know what are those things. What are you talking about exactly? So I can pay attention.
Deli meat, right?
Right. So
some of the favorites.
yes.
Absolutely. Especially, summertime, we're thinking hot dogs and hamburgers, so a lot of those have lots of fat. So if you're
Yeah.
wanting to stay away from that, then try to think something much more healthier and where you have grass fed meats, right?
Yeah.
So so it has less fat. Look at the fat content on those labels, right? So
Yeah.
those that have lower in fat. Now, sometimes we do have to be conscious about reading those labels as well, because things that says low fat may not necessarily be low fat. So check the labels, turn to the side to see what are things that can contribute to the fat content. It could be various
Yeah.
oils, palm oil, um, usually vegetable oil is very healthier. Your coconut oils are healthier, olive oil. So anything that has a vegetable name is definitely better than the non-vegetable names.
Yeah. I was
So
just thinking about different vegetable hamburgers or vegetable meats,
mhm,
like vegans maybe would use. That maybe you
right,
could, venture and try some of these things that you could add to your diet or to your meals, and see how you like it. You just might like it.
absolutely. And other
Hmm.
healthier fats to even think about is avocados are healthier fats, um, and even the any type of nut milk or seed milk.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
almond milk, coconut milk, oat milk, and
Yeah.
those using those types of seeds or nuts processed into cheeses, vice using any dairy product.
Yeah. Because cheese is a big thing, you
Yes, it
know.
is.
And
Absolutely.
sometimes people bribe their children to eat certain vegetables if they pour cheese on it.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So
So let's talk tincture right quick. So
yes.
this right here is my life cycle tinctures, and these are made out of mushrooms. And as we know, mushrooms have a lot of purpose as far as medicinal benefits. And so this tincture group that I have is a group of tinctures: lion's mane, turkey tail, cordyceps, shiitake, reishi, and chaga, and kakadu palm. So the tinctures come in bottles like this, and
Hmm.
what you do is you take it and it's measured in mLs. You take it and you aspirate some up, and it comes up to the certain ml, and then you put it in your tea or what have you, and it works really really well for the immune system. Even people with cases of cancers, it has been said that turkey tail mushrooms do an extremely great job with helping people to deal with those type of cancers, whether it's breast cancer or what have you. And then of course shiitake, lion's mane, reishi, and the cordyceps, they really help when it comes to the immune system as well. At night I take a tincture of lion's mane, reishi, and shiitake because it really helps me to sleep very well. And the cordyceps and the shiitake, you can take shiitake almost any time of the day. That really helps with mental clarity and things of that nature. So um, that's the tinctures.
Okay. It reminds me of like essential oils that people use for different things, but
Mhm.
it's not an oil.
No, it's not an oil. They're actually made from mushrooms, and in fact, maybe one show we can do, we can talk about the tinctures, what they're for, how they serve the body, and things of that nature. So let's get right to tip 4, and then we got
All
2 more
right.
tips. And hope everybody's taking notes. And if you haven't
Yes.
shared
Yes.
this broadcast yet, we ask that you go ahead and share this.
Okay. So we're down to the stretch now. And so, and then this says stretch each day, at least 5 to 10 minutes.
Yes.
Hey,
So
Kathy.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, we got Kathy coming in from Chicago. Sorry about that.
I'm
Hello,
Kathy.
Kathy, and welcome.
All right. So stretching is one of the best daily habits that can benefit our health. And hopefully, uh, we're all trying to stretch
Mhm.
even a little bit. But if we can incorporate at least 5 to 10 minutes, right? It not only improves our flexibility, but it can also improve our strength as well,
Right.
right? As we're
Mhm.
getting older, we're not using our muscles as much as we used to. So me used to playing sports all the time. So I don't work out as often as I did before. I don't play as many sports as I did before either. So I know I've lost a lot of my muscle mass. So therefore, I try to incorporate stretching every day. Pretty much every morning is when I do my stretching. So even while I'm sitting at the desk, because I do work from home, I try to incorporate stretching as well. But I usually make it a morning routine. So stretching out, especially my neck and my shoulders, because I'm sitting all the time, these are the muscles that are going to be stiff. So I try to loosen
Yeah,
this up every morning and get that blood flowing.
yeah, yeah.
All
And
right.
stretching is good to like you said, to help your joints. And it helps you to be more flexible.
Mhm.
As well. In,
Exactly.
in case you might fall, you'll find or something that you're not so stiff, and you can catch
Mhm.
yourself a lot easier.
Mhm.
It's amazing.
Amen. And here's another thing too that stretching will help you do. It will help you be more limber. It will help
Yes.
you feel better. A lot of times people wake up and their back is tight, but if they start to
Yes.
stretch, once they start stretching, it kind of loosens them up. So here is tip five. Here is tip five, and
All
to
right.
our viewers that's going to hit the replay. Hit the replay. Make sure you start from tip one because there's some great tips that our guest Angela Elting from Rugged Wellness has given. Tip five: gradually change in minor ways. Make that means what, Miss Angie?
Basically, just as we have shown here on the screen, we want to try to make one change at a time, doing it small steps, right? Because it'll really pay off, you know, with one big result or big results. We know that we can tend to become very overwhelmed nowadays when we think about health and fitness and even nutrition. So by doing a little bit, just a little bit of the things we talked about with those 4 steps, those 4 tips, as we mentioned, you know, that will gradually help us in the long run in achieving our larger goals.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I
A
love
lot of people could think it as doing something versus nothing.
it.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Do
Exactly.
something.
Exactly. And so here's a bonus tip for you folks. Here's a bonus tip. Add variety to your workout. And what that means is
Yeah.
don't get stuck doing the same old thing. Make sure you're doing something different, even if it's stretching or doing a twist or doing 100 abs. Or jumping on the trampoline. And so, if you're going to jump on the trampoline, you're going to do your 100 abs. You definitely want to connect with both of the ladies here, okay? And go ahead and get involved and start doing what you can do for your body because, like Hillary said, you absolutely have the power to help your body help you, but you've got to move in motion. You got to get your body going. You got to start doing the things that you wouldn't normally do. And so, with that being said, we are going to go right to words of wisdom. We said we weren't going to be with you for long because this is kind of like a follow up of the other show. And then we're going to be on another show in the next few minutes at 8 o'clock called News You Can Use. Not news you can use. We're giving you news you can use, but the Lotus Richey Ignite show. The Lotus Richey Ignite show is coming up. And so we want to see you over there as well at 8 p.m. because we're going to have an amazing author in the house. And you might just see Miss Hillary come over as we talk about plantation theory. This is news that you can use,
Mhm.
and the Ignite show is igniting it. Powerful book, Miss Hillary. Powerful book. Yeah. See, Miss Hillary pointing to her mind. Mindset is everything. So, yes. So, tonight, we want to thank you for being here. We have had a blast giving you 5 tips to help you tap into a terrific health, because your health is your wealth. And so, with no further ado, we've shared with you how to make movement a daily habit, how to prioritize whole foods over supplements, and how to avoid unhealthy fats, how to stretch every day, and then gradually make the changes that you need to make, one change at a time. And the bonus was add variety to your workout. Just like you add variety to your food, add variety to your workout. So with no further ado, we're going right to you, Miss Angela Elton, for words of wisdom.
Well, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching today, no matter what time of the day it is, and hope for even those who are watching your replays as well. What we like you to do is to kind of adhere to these steps, these tips, and start to improve your health gradually every day. So just this will be a part of your nutrition, your health and wellness and fitness journey. So just try one of these tips. One of these tips will gradually help you to improve your overall health. And I wish you a healthy and happier summer.
Awesome, awesome. We love it. And make sure you connect with Angela Elting at Rugged Wellness on Facebook. Connect with her because she's going to be hosting a webinar coming up soon. So make sure you check her out. And last but not least, before I give the final piece, what do we have here to say for final words of wisdom from Miss Hillary Gooden?
All right. So this has been a great show. Even though it's been a short show, it's been packed with some good information. Guess what? News you can use. Something that you can take today, not tomorrow. And in fact, not just today, but to now and put it into effect. And the biggest takeaway is, listen, do what you can do. Don't focus on what you can't do. Eat those things that are healthy that you do like. Don't worry about the other stuff that you don't like. Do what you can do and help your body help you have more vibrant health so you can have a more vibrant life. That is all.
Awesome. Woo, woo! Do what you can do. Do what you can do. So my final words of wisdom are these. If you do what you can do, undoubtedly, you absolutely have the power to help you, help your body, help you. So help you, help your body. So we will see you back again on Friday with more news you can use. And we look forward to you sharing this broadcast. And those that are hitting the replay, what do we got to say? Thank you for hitting the replay. Have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful day. Until we see you again on more news you could use. Take care.
Good night.